policy. This is what we most look forward to at election time.
It's a time when politics fans can read about the latest official fiscal report in the fine print of couriermail.com, while the rest of us read their major political story, what Abbott and Rudd would look like with beards.
Or a time when we can reflect on the only poll that counts. Hashtag hot poll. Our best-looking poll.
Oh my God, Julie Bishop's so hot.
But some commentators object to the trivialisation of politics.
A lot of it's complete nonsense, and what we need to do is sort of get past that and into the real policy phase.
And they are ignored.
The PM was out and about yesterday lunching with former Labor PM Paul Keating. We've got to zero in on Mr Keating's red shoes.
I'm going to vote for Keating in the hashtag hot poll.
Substantial stories like this one and this one don't get much coverage because they lack drama. Specifically, sandwich drama.
Good afternoon. The Prime Minister has been the target of a student sandwich thrower. Targeted by a flying snack.
3 weeks ago, it was Vegemite. Today's missile contains salami.
Not to be confused with this sandwich drama.
No, Patrick, don't die. What about our baby?
Politicians have responded to this new sandwichy landscape with creative ways of communicating.
Politicians so cash-strapped they need dress-ups to get their message across.
Snow White, but she's had her hair, sort of changed colour.
Bob Catter has to dress up like a normal person. He must be desperate.
I wonder what he looks like with a beard. Ooh, interesting.
But politicians don't need silly stunts if the topic is important enough, like healthcare.
No questions at all about clinical trials or the investment in patient care that we're doing here today, research and jobs of the future? Nope. OK, polls then.
Sorry, like polls.
Polls are the most important policy because how best to interpret competing fiscal plans than seeing who's 0.5% more popular than last week.
Polls are easy to understand. For most people.
Labor and the Coalition are 50-50 two-party preferred. That would still make Tony Abbott Prime Minister with a governing majority, wouldn't it?
No. Polls are handy because they can be conducted anywhere, anytime. Like when you're late for work.
What do you think is the most important issue in this election?
But if you're a little earlier for work, you can catch public transport instead of a cab.
So what do you think is the biggest issue in this election campaign?
And if you really want to, you can conduct polls on any form of public transport you like.
So what do you think of Kevin Rudd?
你这样子做统计，数字不准的。The polls can be revealing. This one revealed that in Western Sydney, Rudd and Gillard are even less popular than a shadow with a question mark.
No wonder this guy topped the hashtag hot poll. He was hot stuff.
Do you really think you can win this election?
Fuck a sandwich! Are you white, brown or rye?
It's hard to focus on policy over polls because most of us are pretty simple.
Audiences are so simple that Channel 9 doesn't think we can handle Laurie Oakes having two names.
Laurie, good.
Meanwhile, Seven's Daily Edition are so simple they struggle to even understand what Parliament looks like.
And there she is in Parliament right now as we speak, just looking as cool as a cucumber.
Gee, Parliament's glammed up.
Oh, look, it's the Speaker of the House.
Speaker, pretty.
But despite apparently never having seen Parliament before, Seven's Daily Edition bravely analysed Australia's foreign policy commitments.
When I hear about Bob Carr, 721,000, I think, OK, I know he needs to meet these official dignitaries and go and meet people, but once you've met them once, right, which surely in his period he has, Skype. I mean, we're in the electronic age.
Exactly. And it's a very good look for Australia at APEC.
Not to mention our future Foreign Minister.
Oh, hang on, Mr President. Don't declare war yet. I'm just going to find some more chips.
It's not just foreign affairs, though. This whole election's been a policy fest!
The telly hates Labor. Rudd has a fringe, the Libs have a dud. Anthony Albanese and Craig Thompson have a beer. Telly still hates Labor. Some kid pulls a face. We meet the One Nation moron. The GST scare campaign. One Nation moron goes. Wheelchair-abusing moron arrives. Abbott has fake Twitter followers. Abbott said the word suppository. Rudd looked at his notes. Abbott said sex appeal. Marcus Rudd has a Facebook page. Latham said no sex appeal. Katy Perry won't vote for Abbott. Lib stands in front of poster. Hanson Young pissed off with talkback guy. Rudd said the word for. Rudd almost, but not quite, checks out a model. Rudd's eaten too many pies, and Abbott's going to win. The end.
So now all your questions about policy have been answered. Except for the most probing question any journalist can ask. The question that makes every politician tremble with fear. The question that goes to the very heart of the democratic process.
And the devastating follow-up. Your adversarial press